Have you guys heard that apparently requiring kids to read the Bible in Texas is fascist? Which is crazy considering the same people that are arguing that are the same people that keep insisting that Jesus is woke and that he would agree with their ideology. So what's the problem? I mean, you guys have no problem with Mamdani constantly promoting a religion that is absolutely anti-woke, 100% not liberal at all. So I don't understand what your problem is with Texas requiring kids to read the Bible. What do you guys think that these kids are going to learn from the Bible that is so bad? That they should love people? That they should treat everyone equally, that they should be tolerant of other ideas? I mean, I thought that was you guys' like whole shtick. I mean, I for one am way more concerned with what our young men specifically could be learning from Sharia law than I am concerned about what they're learning from the Bible. I mean, the Bible is teaching young men to respect women, to uphold the value of women, to treat women like the queens that they are. Meanwhile, Sharia law is teaching young men that they can slap their women if they walk out of the house without them or walk out in the wrong clothing. What is absolutely grinding my gears right now is that a lot of you keep calling every single thing that you don't like fascist, and you are clearly proving that you don't know what fascist means. The entire basis of Christianity is free will. There is no threat to life. There is no threat of harm. There is nothing that is going to happen to you if you decide to leave the church or not be a Christian. Islam is not the same way. People who follow and practice Islam, I mean, they literally find reasons to murder people, even if they haven't left the religion. I mean, they can find any reason to harm other people. And you guys don't see that as fascist. You don't see that as forceful. And this is a perfect example of why a lot of us are, yes, very happy that Trump is trying to dismantle the Department of Education, because it is very clear that you guys are not covering religion in world history anymore. Back when I was in school, we used to have like a whole 2 to 3 week part of the curriculum in world history that was all about religions, how religions started, who their leaders were, how they played out and affected society. You guys are clearly not learning these things anymore. Honestly, I think the reason that a lot of you guys are so upset about something like this is because some of you guys think that it is the teacher's job, their responsibility somehow, to be forming the thoughts that the children have about these subjects. It is not a teacher's job to tell you what to think. It is a teacher's job to tell you how to think. They give you the information and teach you how to form your own thoughts about it. And clearly, that's not what is happening in schools anymore. And honestly, this may be a hot take, but I have no problem with kids reading the Bible in school, the same way that I have no problem with kids reading Sharia law in school, as long as the teachers are not trying to formulate my child's thoughts about those things. But honestly, I'm not surprised that a group of people, a generation of people that describes themselves and prides themselves on being childless, don't understand that the core problem is that parents are not parenting their kids anymore. They are expecting the teachers, the professors, the TV shows, the movies, the music, all of this, they are expecting that to teach their child. And that is not what we should be doing, you guys.
I will agree with you that parents don't parent anymore. I will agree with you on that. Parents rely on teachers to be the parent, the babysitter, and the educator all in one. I don't disagree with you on that. But let's go over some of the things that you said in this video. First of all, you wonder if we understand what fascism is. Yes, I've done literally dozens of videos on the subject matter. And fascism and far right-wing conservatism, MAGA conservatism, they align 100%. When you look at the 14 defining characteristics of fascism, they are literally a bullet point of what far right-wing conservatism in the United States is. You talked about Mamdani, and you talk about the fact that he's a Muslim. And I don't disagree with you on the oppressive nature of Islam. I don't disagree with anybody when they talk about the oppressive nature of religion in general. You do understand Mamdani is a massive progressive, right? He's in favor of women's rights. He's in favor of gay marriage and LGBT rights. You understand that, right? You can try to paint Mamdani for whatever it is you think he is, but his beliefs are out there. His positions on all of these subjects are out there. He's so incredibly woke, guys like you, or people like you, I should say, had a conniption fit over the fact that he won. Now you're trying to sell people on the fact that he's not woke. Pick a side. You talk about how you wonder what scares people when it comes to making children read the Bible in school. Are they going to teach you? Are they going to learn how to love one another? Are they going to learn to be tolerant of one another? Is that what your church does? Is your church tolerant of everybody? Will your church perform a marriage between two women? If a homosexual couple comes in looking for food at the local food bank that your church runs, are they going to give it to them? Because I don't see a lot of tolerance and love thy neighbor coming out of the Christians in this country, at least at the upper levels. You said that your religion teaches people to respect. Your religion teaches people to respect women. You honestly believe that's what Christianity teaches? The respect of women? Can women be Catholic priests? Can women get an abortion? Is it okay for a woman to decide, you know what, I got pregnant, but I no longer want to be pregnant. I'm going to terminate this pregnancy. Is that okay in your church? I'm betting it's not. So why are you spewing this bullshit when you know it's not true? And oh, by the way, the reason why we don't want children to be forced to read the Bible in any state school is because not everybody celebrates or adheres to or follows the same religious doctrine. Not everybody's a Christian. You talk about wanting to parents to parent again and not rely on the teachers. Why don't you parent your kids and teach them your religion? Why are you making the teachers do that? That's a personal thing. We should be teaching the masses reading, writing, arithmetic. We should be teaching them technology, the things that they need to function in society. Religion's a very personal thing. So if there was a little Christian girl that just so happened to be growing up in a community of a bunch of Muslims, and the Muslims in that community decided that they were going to read the Quran in the school every day, you're down with that? You're down with that little Christian girl being forced to read that? Of course not. And if you saw footage out of Yemen of school children being forced to read the Quran in school, being forced to get up every day and put their hand over their heart and face the flag of Yemen and declare their allegiance to that country and that flag, you would call that indoctrination. You would have a massive problem with that. But if it happens here with your people and your religion and your beliefs, then it's A-OK, right? Wrong.